Here it is, the subject of today's meal, your holiday bird. It's going to be a good one, worth your time. 'Tis the season. It's time to come up with another holiday bird. If you're like so many folks, you're looking around for something different to do than just the plain, ordinary roasted turkey. I understand. Sometimes it gets a little cliche, doesn't it? Folks, I wanted to bring you a different way of looking at cooking birds, whether it's turkeys or chickens. And for myself, I'm going to be doing chicken on mine, but you can do this with turkey or chicken, or you can do one of each. Get a small turkey and do a chicken with it. What we're going to do today is we're going to add some fat into this bird in a way you don't normally see fat added to poultry. And we are also going to be adding some seasoning to it, both herbs and spice, and it's going to add something very, very special. So what we have today is a unique and delicious way to prepare a holiday bird. Now, in case you're wondering, this is not about doing stuffing. Now, I'm not going to get into doing the stuffing on a stuffed bird. There is going to be some information on that on the tutorial video for this, okay? So if you're interested in kind of getting into the aspects of the stuffing side, watch the tutorial. That's the next episode. This one is just the recipe for how to make your holiday bird. Folks, let's get in the kitchen. Let me show you a neat way to bake it up. Come on. Now folks, for our wonderful holiday bird, regardless of whether it's turkey or chicken or whatever, these are our other ingredients. We're going to be using garlic, some rosemary, and thyme. And I'm going to say this, be careful on your use of these ingredients because they do quickly overwhelm on poultry like this. But when they're done right, the flavors are just incredible. I also have some thick sliced bacon and a few other tools here that are going to help with getting this done. You might want some string because we're going to be trussing our chicken. Sometimes people want to secure some of the bacon in these little skewers that come with turkey kits, that are designed for trussing turkeys. Those are handy for this. So these little tools help out. You're going to need some knives, and we're going to be dealing with the skin on that bird right now so that we can lard it the right way. Let's get at it. Now folks, first thing I want to do is get in and remove the skin. You may be thinking, why are you going to take off that skin? It tastes good. Well, in this case, it's blocking what we're trying to do. We're trying to protect the meat with some other form of fat, not with the skin and the thin layer of fat that comes with this. We're then going to be flavoring the meat, and that skin's in the way of doing that. So I'm going to remove every bit of it. If you want to leave some skin on the wings, it's not a big deal. That's up to you. Usually I don't go after the wings really hard, but I try to get most of the rest of the bird. As you can see, I have now removed all of the skin on this bird. Some of the fat is still there, but as you notice, naturally, domesticated chickens don't really have a lot of fat on them. And that's what we're going to be taking care of today. We're going to put fat all over this thing. The flavor's going to pop. But first, I got to get it tied up. So go ahead and take that string, start with the legs, tie those, put the string between the legs, over the wings, turn them over, and pull the wings back and tie them. That's all you have to do. That's trussing your chicken. This will also be shown in the tutorial, just how I do this. Well, we have the bird. It's all trussed up. The skin's removed. I need something to flavor that meat. So we're going to take the garlic and mince it. I'm going to chop down this rosemary, and the thyme leaves can be just thyme leaves. You don't have to do any cutting there. This is something you got to be careful about, folks. Not too much of the rosemary, not too much of the thyme, because they can so quickly overwhelm flavors. Use a reasonable amount of these, okay? And what we're going to do is just mince everything up and rub the outside of the bird with it. All right, folks, I have finished chopping up my garlic and mixed in some thyme and my rosemary, much lower quantity. So about a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of that, of each of the herbs cut up, and that's perfectly fine, to about 3 teaspoons or more of your garlic. All right, now let's get that on the bird and get busy with the rest of this. I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees. When you're roasting something like this, it does not hurt to have a little moisture in the bottom of the pan. You can use wine, you can use water, you can use broth. Take your pick. Put something in here. Make it something special. Remember, you've got a wonderful, wonderful bird that's about to come about. And it wouldn't hurt to have a little bit of wonderful gravy. Now I'm using a white wine and some water. You folks do yours your way, okay? All right, folks, this is in the oven, 375. It's a 5-pound bird, so it's probably going to be a couple hours. We need to check the temperature when it's done. Oh, yeah. Now, folks, something I need to mention about cooking your bird. We're going to cook it until the coldest part of the bird is 165 degrees. You need a thermometer to test that with. You can use either a meat thermometer that stays in the bird while it's in the oven, or use something like this, which is a chef's thermometer that will go into the bird at the end of cooking. You can test it, and then you need to know whether it needs to go back in the oven or if you're finished, okay? Now we start by the pound kind of thing, and on 5 pounds, usually an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours at 375. So that's what we're doing. Well, I have my bird from the oven. Now I need to get the bacon off of here, and I'm going to save all this bacon. You better believe it. What I don't eat with this goes in salads or anything else that I want to be extra special. There we go. So you get the whole thing here. There we go. Now underneath, beautiful, steaming, lovely bird, ready to be enjoyed. There's our string right there. Cut him like this. There we go. Do it again. Now cut one side of that knot and just give it a little tug a couple of times, and looky there. The whole truss comes out of the bird, nice and pretty. It sets on the plate beautifully. I could also replate this if I would like, and add garnish around it, do whatever I want. It's a beautiful bird this way, guys. So here's your holiday bird, easy to do. Ooh, I can't wait. You know, there's nothing like the plating, and it's always important to get it right. Because, you know, as I mentioned in other videos, we eat with our eyes first. You know what I'm saying? So it needs to be visually appealing. Just the way I had it, just like that. And then our chicken gravy, just a little bit right over the top of them. Oh yeah, isn't that beautiful? Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I call a beautiful holiday bird right there. I have been enjoying this. It makes such a good gravy. Man, the gravy is really special. The bird itself, delicious. The herbs, just right, not overwhelming. You get the garlic, it doesn't hit you too hard. The bacon flavor is there, but it's not overpowering. Actually, the chicken flavor is what comes up front. It's like a hint of bacon in the background. The smokiness of it comes through, and it is flat delicious. This is not hard to do. This makes a delicious bird. It cooks quickly, and it makes for a good holiday meal. I hope you enjoy yours. Please take a look at Texas Cooking Today channel. If you would, you're going to see all of those recipes, the mashed potatoes, the gravy, a lot of other stuff on there, and it's really, really good stuff. Take a look at what is there. Take a look at my website, S.A.Trotter.com. And if you would, please have a good day and a good holiday and enjoy that bird. Thank you.